Here we go. Crate 3, 2 of 3 on the crate. This is box 2 of 3. It's a triple box break. This will not be one of the headliners because these are going to be 2 replica helmets first and save the best for last on the authentic third.
It's such a good series.
I love it so much. What could we have in here? Loaded dice. Ooh, okay. Oh, this is something a little different. So we have a dual sign helmet. Is Colin Pelletier in the breaks today?
Haven't seen him yet.
Oh, Colin, where you at, brother? This is a Colin Pelletier special. It is a dual sign Carolina Panther helmet. We've got DJ Moore, obviously their best receiver, DJ Moore. 3 1,000-yard receiving seasons despite playing with any legitimate quarterback, which is very impressive. And we have, I believe, a former teammate of his now, Robbie Anderson, also on the Beckett third. Killing me, says Colin. That's right. I'm sorry, man. I knew he was out there. Raymond Lowe got 3 spots. That was the most. He's already got a DJ Moore and Robbie Anderson right there. Not bad. Not bad at all.
Beautiful.
Panthers, I think, Colin, I believe, are 5-9, and they're only 1 game back in the division, and they hold a tiebreaker as of right now.
Isn't that ridiculous? I saw the stat that the Falcons, the Panthers, and the who's the other one?
Saints.
The Saints. They're all 5-9. They all currently have top 10 picks, and they're all 1 game back in the division.
Can you imagine making the playoffs and getting a top 10 pick?
Doesn't happen.
But
it could.
Literally, like, outside of winning the Super Bowl, that is the next best thing you can do in a given season.
What if you get hot at the right time, you win the Super Bowl, you still have a top 10 pick?
That's just crazy.
It doesn't make sense.
I don't think that the Panthers would get hot in the playoffs, but that's just my guess. Raymond, let me know if you want to trade, says Colin Pelletier. There you go, Colin.
That was beautiful.
So congrats, Raymond Lowe.
Absolutely.
And he's just getting started. See, this is the, filler hit, the replica helmet. We have 2 autographs on 1. And Steven and I were talking about this last night, Colin. But DJ Moore, if this guy, as my voice cracks, if this guy ever played with a legitimate quarterback, he is hands down a top 10 receiver in the league. If not already, without a legitimate quarterback.
Yeah.
So we were like, he's not a headliner, but he might be if he played with better teammates.
Yeah, I hope he either leaves or they get somebody that can let him really spread his wings.
Yeah, no kidding.
And get to that full potential.
All right, Raymond. Good start in the dice. So Raymond is a guy who's been getting a bunch of spots in the football break, which, you know this very well. All our breaks, all our series are really good, but obviously when something is higher priced, it's better.
Yeah.
So Raymond was spreading his wings, dominating the footballs, the lower price break. Now he's like, I'm in with the big boys in the loaded dice.
I like it, Raymond.
Off to a good start. Everybody loves Raymond, the TV show. Let's see if the break likes Raymond Lowe here. What could we have in here? Oh, are you kidding me? This is what I'm talking about. Loaded dice. These guys get obsessed with the photoed headliners. I gotta get the authentic. I gotta get that. If it's not a headliner, I don't want it. This one right here, this is fantastic. One of the best cornerbacks in the league, if not the best. Led the NFL in picks last season, 11 of them. Cowboys young star Trevon Diggs on the Lunar replica helmet, NFC East. It is new customer mojo, Philip Shapani.
Philip, how about it?
Mr. Shapani will ship that helmet your way, and you'll be a happy guy. Trevon Diggs. There's so many Cowboy fans in this break room that right now we're jealous. They're like, who's this new guy taking all our heat? Trevon Diggs.
Man, respect Philip, too. First order coming right in the loaded dice said, that's where the magic is, right there.
He's like, I have a feeling that's the best series they have. I have a feeling I'm going to win. So, Philip, your feeling has been realized.
Absolutely, man. Great hit.
Wow. And that's not a headliner. That's not even in the listing. We didn't even know it was in this series. And sure enough, a beautiful hit there with the Trevon Diggs.
Great start to this so far.
I actually saw the post-game interview after that heartbreaking loss against the Jaguars. Trevon Diggs was dropping some words that were not exactly kid-friendly.
Oh.
He was not happy.
Yeah.
Don't blame him. That was a heartbreaker for sure. I'll say this, Dak Prescott will get a lot of the blame because of the pick six and a couple of mistakes, but the defense actually, as good as they've been, not a great performance for the Cowboy defense against the Jags either. We think the NFC South is a mess, Colin. The AFC South, you might also have a team under 500 make the playoffs.
Bad.
Titans 7-7 in first place.
Yeah.
Jaguars 6-8. Already beat them head to head. They beat them next time. The Jaguars had the tiebreaker.
Yeah, I'm sure Steven's probably been talking your ear off about the Jaguars. And
He did?
honestly, he's right now.
He had him winning the division before the season started. It looked like a dumb pick, but he's got some hope.
He's got some ground to stand on after this week for sure.
Yeah, no question. Nice hit, says Edmund. Of course, Edmund would say that. Edmund is a Cowboy fan.
Cowboys are interesting, man. Go to overtime against the Texans. You lose to the Jaguars.
And that's after they completely had a couple wins where they won by, 30, 40. I mean, they also beat the Vikings by a lot this season.
Yeah, right.
They're one of those teams.
Little out of character.
They're kind of hard to figure out, to be honest. Which Cowboys are going to get? I don't know. You get the good version, they're a legitimate Super Bowl contender. You get the bad version, they could be one and done in the playoffs again.
Hopefully they don't just take it out on the Eagles Christmas Eve.
Well, by the way, Colin, right now and realistically, we'll see what happens, but realistically, we're assuming that the Bucs are going to hang on in the NFC South. Somehow, some way, we could have Brady against the Cowboys in the opening round of the playoffs.
That would be fun.
Talk about a game built for ratings.
Yep, absolutely.
That'd be crazy.
And possibly for the last time in his career. Possible.
I don't believe that for a second, Colin. I don't believe that for a second. If there's one thing I know about Tom Brady, the guy's going to keep playing football. Let's see what we got in the authentic portion of the loaded dice. Show me some heat. Oh, man. Had I brought in my Brian Urlacher orange jersey, it would have matched the helmet for you, Colin. We got ourselves... this was probably the second best player on the 85 Bears defense. Mike Singletary was the best. This man also wreaked a lot of havoc. Pro Football Hall of Famer, member of the 100 Sack Club, one of the best defensive players of all time, Richard Dent on the Flash Authentic.
Ooh.
Look at that bad boy. That is very clean. NFC North. Michael Foster. Okay, Michael. One spot in there for Michael. Taking home a Richard Dent Authentic.
Dang.
One spot for Phillip, taking home a Trevon Diggs Lunar Replica. As we say in the break room, all it takes is one spot to win. Even though that wasn't a headliner, I would say that was rock solid.
Absolutely. I think that's the first time I've seen Richard Dent. I'm sure he's been in here before, but for me,
he's
first
actually physically been in here before. I don't know
Really?
if it's one of the carryover helmets or not, but he's physically been in studio to sign for us.
That's amazing.
So it's about as authentic as it gets if it's one of the leftover ones. I'm not sure if that's still... He signed a bunch, though, so I'm willing to guess this is probably from when he did come in here about a few months back. I think it was probably a little bit before you started here, but he was here in studio.
Amazing.
Mike Singletary hopefully gets here at some point. I don't know if Matt's watching the stream. I don't know the update on Singletary, but we are hoping to have him at some point here signing autographs for us. We're going to try to get Samurai Mike on the air.
That would be awesome.
We'll see if that's going to happen. I know that Dan Hampton's been on the stream before. So eventually we got to get one of these guys on the stream with us, Colin.
That would be amazing. Speaking of amazing, that helmet is sick. I mean,
It's so
good
nice.
auto. I love the Bears Flash, too. Full-size authentic. Beautiful.
Nice and orange. Beautiful color. Bear down. Chicago Bears. Let's go. So Michael Foster. Have a hit, man. Richard Dent.